Mandurah. We stayed in a room last night that had sleeping for 9 in the loft. The beach was 100 metres away, so we were up with birds this morning. They've got jacaranda trees. And their harbour is big, their inlet is bigger than the Sydney harbour on the surface. There's a gold mine a couple of k's out, that's the biggest in Australia. No. And the bauxite mine, that's the biggest in the world. Who knew? Bridge coming up, there's their inlet. Lots of people walking. Wow, very keen. Coolest place we've been at. Not as big a wind as Geraldton, mind you, but it has more hurricanes than America, tornadoes, and one storm had more than 2,000 lightning strikes. They get very bad storms in the summer. We're on the way to Bunbury. Seem to have left the houses behind. We're in Australind, and that's Bunbury wheat silos over there, and there's water on the right. Some sand dunes.
This is the lichen something unpronounceable inlet.
We're in Bunbury. Bunbury. One of the shopping centres. This is the Bunbury shops that look like the old street. Bustleton. Queen Street with their little trees and their Christmas decorations. We just had a little look at the Bustleton Jetty. They charged to go up it, so we didn't go, but we got a photo of the little train. Had a look at the souvenir shop and look at the lighthouse, but it's $2.50 to get a view from there. But we found some lovely brochures about lolly shops and chocolate shops on the way to Margaret River. We weren't going to Margaret River, but we might make a slight detour in that direction. For nutritional purposes only, of course. This is the piece of paper that's got the secret. There's a world of chocolate, indulge yourself, and the moo cow. Moo cow. Yeah, that looked like fun. This is the Margaret River area, and this is the Margaret River chocolate factory. You get free samplings. This is the town of Kawarama, where we're going to buy some lollies, and there's a gift shop as well. There's the cows. Art cafe. Yeah, here. Here it is. Look, there's a cow with a Christmas decoration. Moo cow and the lolly shop candy cow are both together. Beetlove National Park. Now we're into serious tall trees. The 3rd tallest trees in the world. There's Pemberton on the hill. It's made of wood because it's got trees all around it. Backpackers, cafe, discovery shop. Let's visit there. What's that one? Middle Hall. Bakery. It's a big dam. Brook Dam. Big Brook Dam. And the tannin water from the plants. And it's looking lovely this morning. I just read a story about a lady who was farming the land with her family. And there's the big dam. It gives the town of Pemberton its water and grows fish and stuff. This is an arboretum with all the different trees they tested to see if they would grow. The remnants of a truck's dust. No, it didn't slow down. We had to go up the nearest tree. It's a shorter version of a marri tree. It's a mobile one. We're going into the Beetlove. We're in the Beetlove National Park. Again, and we're going to see the Beetlove Fall. We're walking down this very dangerous stairway. Poisonous, lethal, dangerous snakes are awaiting us at every footstep. One has gone in front of this intrepid explorer. This one, as she bravely stepped on, keeps tramping along with true Aussie spirit.
5 people. We'll just talk about the intrepid explorer behind me walking across the suspension bridge. Oh. Oh my God. You may want to hold on.
We're walking to see the tree with a hole through it that you can walk through. And we're walking in the middle of the track to avoid leaf litter. but the leaf litter seems to be everywhere. Observe. Left, middle, right. Alright. Other than that problem, we have some beautiful scenery, perhaps. We're hoping that the tree will come very, very soon. So we're a bit out of condition. That bleeping bag, every time I hear it shake, rub against the skin, it sounds like creatures wriggling in the undergrowth. And it would be the most densely packed sides of the road, branches and leaves kilometres high on both sides. A cudgel. I'd better take one up as well. Right, we are armed.
I'm trying to find a snake, so this is surely making a noise.
Oh, this is to make a noise, not to fight the snake with. Here was me thinking I was come to hand-to-hand combat. Bash the scrub. Shoo, snake. Shoo, shoo. I can eat my chocolate tonight without a guilty conscience, because we've trudged through the forest for kilometres, at least for 20 minutes. In this litter-laden forest floor, Dr. Stanley Livingstone has taken the lead, followed by Scott of the Antarctic's sister, third cousin removed, Sherrie. But at the moment all we're thinking is, whose bloody idea was this? Stanley's just suggested that perhaps there'll be a sign saying that it fell down last year. So, as you can imagine, the whole team is very depressed. Our water supply is limited. We still have salad sandwiches to eat, so we'll be right for a while. Walk through tree, it says. See? Walk through tree. One tree, not trees. Some national parks are more accurate than others. Oh, there's a hole in that one, but I don't think that's the walk through one. I'm not going through that hole. That little hole there to walk through. I don't know. I thought it was a great big gap. Alright. 2.4. Diameter 2.4 metres. There we go. It's a walk through tree. I'm not walking through it. There we go.
I'll go through it if you like.
I'll go through it too. Go on then. Lay down our weapons.
I'll leave the lunch there.
Bare-handed, we'll tackle the tree. First of all, Dr. Stanley Livingstone. You want me to time you? 2 seconds? Alright. We're safe. We survived. There we go. Chris went through the hole too, it's just that the movie wasn't recording and we didn't do it twice. We've just been told they're grading the road for 20 minutes. Just quietly, we thought it was the thug who was going to hold us up. The wine centre was closed. They've all gone home for Christmas. So we'll just wait a little while. Warren National Park, and the grader driver was up here, so we had to wait. Now we're going to see a few things. It's a very skinny road, about as wide as this car. The Norman River.
Warren
River. With the local wildlife calling out for their parent. The Norman River. The Warren River. I must have known someone in a past life called Norman Warren. Or Warren Norman. Or I'm just slow to catch on. It's very still. Ah, yes. on the way to the Cascades. Our last piece of scenery for the day.
Intrepid explorer striding off, doing her afternoon march. That's the Cascades, wading over its dead trees and rocks, going to wherever it goes to.
Not that wonderful. Calm, peaceful, quiet, serene. Here we have the river flowing quietly down, a real life form, a leaping frog, Stanley Livington-itis, and the water tumbling down the rocks. Down it goes forever and ever and ever. This is the hotel at Pemberton. We've just had takeaway for dinner. We've been walking all through the Warren National Park. It's quite roomy really, and a pretty garden outside. Pretty garden. TV, computer expert. Kitchen. Little fridge. Big bathroom, almost as big as the rest of the bathroom. Big shower. Here we go.